Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Hope you're having a fabulous day. This is crazy, but we are officially at the end of October. November is right around the corner, so you know what that means. That means it's time for empties videos. So in today's video, I want to share all of my beauty garbage from the month of October. So like a perfectly normal person, I have been collecting all of my garbage and storing it in a closet to my left over here. So in today's video, I want to take you through all this garbage and give you guys some final reviews. Honestly, I do not think that there is a better review of a product than an empty review. By the time that you finish an entire bottle of something, you usually have a pretty good idea of whether that product worked out for you, if it was effective, if it was just kind of whether you'd repurchase it, whether you'd recommend it, who you would recommend it to, you know, all that jazz. We all know what an empties video is, and I love doing these videos. So I have quite a bit that I finished up this past month. There are definitely some holy grails in here, but I think there's also a few products that now that I've finished them, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'd totally be willing to try something else in its place. So I don't know, maybe you'll find a recommendation here. Maybe you'll find something to avoid. So it doesn't always have to be super positive, right? So anyway, as always, I will list and link everything in this bucket in the description box below this video. If you'd like to go learn a little bit more about these products yourself, read up other people's reviews, look at in-depth ingredient information, yada, 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 check out the description box. It is usually always a plethora of information, so have at it. And without further ado, we are gonna start digging through my trash here, and we're gonna see what I used up this month. So let's get into it. Really quickly before we get into the video, I am filming this after work, and so it's a little bit later on in the day, and the sun is gonna be moving across the sky here, so the lighting might get a little bit funky. Just bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna start grabbing things out of this bucket. No particular order, I'm just gonna grab and discuss. So the first thing I'm grabbing is actually something that I finished in the shower this morning. I already have a backup. In fact, I have a backup of the Bumble and Bumble Super Rich Conditioner and the Gentle Shampoo, both in this liter size. I have loved this particular shampoo and conditioner for a very long time, multiple decades actually at this point. There have been times where I haven't used it for like a few years, but yeah, I've loved this particular shampoo and conditioner since I think like 2002. I think that's the first time that I actually ever bought my first bottles of both. But yes, definitely expensive, but it is one of those shampoos and conditioners that just works really extremely well on my gray hair. I mentioned several months ago that I can now go at least one day without washing my hair. I used to have an extremely oily face and scalp, but that has leveled out significantly over the last year. And so before, like, I could never really go, you know, every other day without washing my hair. It just got too oily, it didn't look good, and it didn't smell good to me. So I was a daily hair washer. I don't believe that there is a way that you can train your scalp. I just don't think that's a thing. For me, genetically, I was born with an oily scalp, and no amount of me attempting to train my scalp was gonna convince it to not be oily just because I didn't want to wash my hair every day. So anyway, I've washed my hair pretty much every day for most of my life. And even though I can now skip a day, I've gone back to washing every single day because I miss the experience. I'm one of those, I don't do much with my hair. Obviously, you guys see me here on my channel. I don't do much with my hair most days. So yeah, for me, it's not a big deal to, you know, dry these 57 strands of hair with a hair dryer after I get out of the shower. That's not a big deal for me. But I completely understand that those of you that have thick, luscious, gorgeous locks, that you can go multiple days. So you're lucky you don't spend nearly as much on shampoo, but I don't know. shampoo and conditioner is one of those things that I don't really mind blowing money on, and this one has just, like I said, worked so incredibly well for me over the years. So I've always gone back to it. So I do have an 8-ounce size of the shampoo and conditioner in my shower right now, but I do also have a liter size of the super rich conditioner and the gentle shampoo. So moral of the story is, if you've never tried either of these two, they're fabulous. You don't have to splurge on hair care like this, but I like to do it. And that is definitely a product that I've used for a very long time and have repurchased many, many, many times over. Okay, definitely need to repurchase this. So this is the Pureology Strength Cure Blonde Purple Shampoo. I actually still have the conditioner in my shower. That's not normal. I always finish conditioner before I finish shampoo, but in this case, I finished the shampoo first. So I will be repurchasing this. I've been using this for, I think this particular bottle probably for at least 2 years, if not more. I purchased the shampoo and the conditioner in the liter size from Ulta, and I don't use a purple shampoo and conditioner every single day. I use it maybe once or twice a week at most. So a liter size like this lasts me a very long time. So totally worth the splurge here, because this has never dried my hair out. My hair is so soft and silky after using this shampoo and conditioner. It is amazing. I leave both the shampoo and conditioner in my hair for about 2 or 3 minutes and then rinse it out. It doesn't turn my hair purple, but it tones it beautifully. If you're new around here, this is my natural hair color. I went gray very early in life, and when I got to be about 33, 34, it was not long after I had my daughter, I decided that I no longer wanted to try to cover the gray up, and I grew it out. I just went with it, and it is what it is. Luckily, I feel like a lot more women are like open to embracing gray hair these days, so I don't stick out like a sore thumb anymore. There's a lot of women who just rock the gray, and I love to see it. Listen, do whatever you're comfortable with when it comes to your hair color, but for me, I love how healthy my hair feels now. It feels incredible compared to how just gross it felt when I had to dye it basically every 4 to 6 weeks. It was absurd. So anyway, moral of the story is, this is great purple shampoo. Conditioner is great too, but I have yet to finish that. All right, love this, love it. This is the Paul Mitchell Extra Body Sculpting Foam. This is a thickening foam from Paul Mitchell. I think this is a really great thickening, volumizing type mousse. I don't love it as much as, do I have another one in here? No, I haven't finished another one. I don't love this as much as my Kenra thickening mousse, but I think this is also a great option. The foam it's not a super sticky texture, but it kind of feels at first like it might leave your hair feeling a little crunchy. But as I'm blow drying my hair upside down, because I am of that generation where it's how you dry your hair, right? Like you flip it upside down and then you just dry everything, and then you flip it over, and then, you know, you do what you're gonna do with your hair. But yeah, for me, this one here, as I'm drying my hair, I will just kind of lightly run a brush through my hair, and it'll kind of separate the hair a little bit, and it never dries sticky or crunchy, or like, this isn't drying at all, but it kind of feels like maybe when you first get out of the can that it could be one of those mousse products that'll do that, but I've never had. Listen, I've repurchased this a multitude of times, so clearly I've never had much of an issue with my hair feeling sticky with this, because I do not like sticky feeling hair. I don't like it when my hair feels crunchy. I don't like it when it feels dry. I really prefer my hair to be like silky and soft, but as voluminous as it can be for how fine and thin it is. So anyway, that's great mousse. If you haven't tried it, would recommend. We're just gonna keep going with hair products apparently. Okay, this is a dry shampoo. So there were days over the last few months here where I was, you know, not necessarily washing my hair every single day. Honestly, a lot of times when I'm working and I have to be at work pretty early in the morning because I have to go to the market, those are the days where I'll use a dry shampoo and not wash my hair in the shower in the morning. So I bought the Eva NYC Freshen Up Invisible Dry Shampoo in the warm vanilla scent. And I really did like this, but there were a lot of people who said they had used this product in the past and that Eva NYC recently went through a reformulation, so this isn't nearly as good as it once was. But I still found this to be pretty decent for my like second day hair. I think it did a pretty good job of absorbing a little bit of that, you know, excess oil that did peek through on that second day. But yeah, I mean, I thought this smelled good. I thought it worked pretty good, but also I'm not like insanely attached to it. I am open to trying lots of other dry shampoos. I'm still new to the dry shampoo world. If you're an expert, I would love to know your suggestions. I really liked the Perfect Hair Day dry shampoo. There was also one actually, I think from Tresemme of all brands that I tried. I think it was their Total Volume dry shampoo. I thought that was pretty good. So yeah, if you have suggestions for dry shampoos, let me know. Because like I said, there are some mornings where I do definitely skip washing my hair, but most mornings I'm back to washing my hair. I just love the ritual. I'm one of those. Okay. Love this product so much, and as soon as I finished this, I did buy a backup. I got such a good deal at Sephora. So Sephora was having a like savings event type thing, you know how Ulta has those all the time. Anyway, Sephora was having one, and they had all of the Virtue products on their website for, I can't remember if it was 40 or 50% off. It was a significant discount. And it even included the duo of the recovery shampoo and conditioner, which is still available for, I think, $125. I can't remember how much the duo is, but it's pretty spendy. But I got it for half price. It was such a good deal, you guys. So anyway, even if I wouldn't have gotten it on sale, I would have still purchased backups of this because I love this product so much. This particular shampoo and conditioner are worth every cent in my book. Leaves my hair so incredibly soft, just moisturized, hydrated, silky, bouncy, gorgeous. Honestly, there's a lot of really good shampoos and conditioners in my little lineup of shampoos and conditioners. This is one that I've loved from day one and have repurchased many, many times since, despite the crazy price point of the Virtue hair care products. I'm telling you, really worth splurging on. You don't have to spend this kind of money on hair care, but if you're willing to and you want to try something new, I honestly can't recommend the Virtue recovery line enough. So I love my gray hair and I really want to take good care of it. So I don't mind splurging on hair care stuff. And I definitely have some really good recommendations, but also, like I said, I've tried some stuff from the drugstore that's pretty darn good as well. So you don't have to go ham. It's a choice I make. Okay, back to Pureology. We're just gonna do all the hair care, I guess. This is the Pureology Pure Volume shampoo, and the conditioner's in here too. I bought this little duo, and then after using the shampoo and conditioner a few times in a row, I think Ulta was having one of their like jumbo savings events. I ended up buying the liter size of the shampoo and the conditioner, but I used my Ulta points, so didn't actually pay for them because Ulta has such a great reward system. So I got the liter sizes of both of these free with points, and let me tell ya, no regrets. In terms of like a volumizing line from Pureology, this one is amazing. I love their Hydrate, I love their Strength Cure Blonde, and I love the volume. If you need a volumizing shampoo and conditioner, both of these are really good. And Pureology is now putting out all of their like different holiday sets. So you can get the shampoo and conditioner in a little duo. I'm sure I'll find a set somewhere and link it. I'm sure it'll probably also contain their leave-in treatment, the Color Fanatic, which is also amazing. So yeah, you cannot go wrong with Pureology. You really can't. Is that it for hair care? No, it sure is not. Man, you guys, I really did well with finishing up hair care this month. Okay, the Kenra Volume Mist. I've gone through so many of these. I love the Kenra styling products. I don't actually love their shampoos and conditioners, but I love their styling products. This volume mist combined with the thickening mousse, perfect combo. Will give you such good volume. Doesn't leave your hair sticky or dry. Definitely worth it. Okay, I am back to using minoxidil several days a week. I'm not necessarily using it every single day, but I am back to using it like 3 or 4 times a week. I like to purchase the Kirkland minoxidil. I just get the one for men. They have one for women now too. That's also 5%. They used to only do the the 2 or the 2.5% minoxidil foam for women, but women can use the 5%. You definitely need to make sure that you're obviously not pregnant or breastfeeding or anything like that, but check with your doctor if you have any concerns, obviously. But for me, my dermatologist and my primary care doctor actually told me a couple of years ago to use the 5% minoxidil to regrow my hair when I had become severely anemic and all of my hair was falling out. I ended up fixing that anemia issue. I still take iron pills to this day, but I regrew my hair largely with different supplements and then also minoxidil. Minoxidil does work, but you have to be consistent with it. You have to use it for a long period of time. And then even after your hair has kind of fully regrown to the degree that it's going to regrow, you also have to kind of continue to use the minoxidil as a maintenance situation. I know that's why a lot of people don't even like getting into using minoxidil. I don't mind it. Honestly, I think the price point for the Kirkland minoxidil foam is pretty fair. It's definitely the most affordable out of all of the other different minoxidil foams that you can find on the market. So I love it. I've had people ask me if I would consider oral minoxidil, but I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want extra hair growth anywhere else and necessarily. So for me, I would rather just use this directly on my scalp a few times a week and call it a day. But yeah, you can definitely take oral minoxidil and it will make your hair grow, but it makes all the hair grow. And honestly, I don't really need that. I'm not looking for that. So anyway, actually, I do have one more, well, 2 more hair things that I'll mention really quickly. This first one here, this is the Bloom and Bond Cold Pressed Virgin Pumpkin Seed Oil. This is a DHT balancing formula. This is another thing that I purchased to help me with this current bout of regrowing my hair. I was starting to experience just a little bit of hair loss again. And so I went to my doctor. There's nothing really wrong right now. So it could just be related to stopping the minoxidil a few months ago and then, not doing the maintenance with it. And then some of that hair falling out. But I'm not anemic right now. And also I am in perimenopause. And even though I am on HRT, things can still happen. Hair can still fall out. That's part of perimenopause. So I'm trying everything I can to keep my hair. So, saw a lot of ads for these Bloom and Bond, pumpkin seed oil, the soft gels. And so I bought a 3-month supply. So far, so good. Honestly, they claim that after about 4 to 6 weeks of use, that you see a significant decrease in shedding. And after just finishing this first little packet here, I can tell you that yes, my loss has decreased significantly, almost like to the point where I'm barely losing a strand every single day. So, but I think also that's probably It's due to a few factors. Listen, I use a kitchen sink approach when it comes to dealing with my hair loss. So I do a lot. I can't tell you that it's just one thing or another. I think it's a combination of things that I'm doing. So I realize that not everybody wants to do all these things, but it seems to be what's working for me. So I'll share it, but I'm not telling you have to do all this, just so that we're abundantly clear here. But these seem to be working really well. They have saw palmetto in them, as well as the pumpkin seed oil. Both pumpkin seed oil and saw palmetto are really good at, you know, just kind of helping with the overall health of your hair and your scalp. And a DHT blocker is a good idea if you're experiencing some significant hair loss. It can help to slow that hair loss. So these are really easy for me to digest. They had a special where you were able to, like, I think buy 2 months and then get a month for free, or maybe it was even a 4-month supply. I don't remember exactly, but I got all 4 months like in one delivery basically. So finished the first packet, really easy to digest, and my hair loss has virtually like stopped again at this point. So I think it's part of why I think the hair loss has definitely slowed down. Also, I'm still taking these. You guys have heard me talk about these vitamins for friggin' years. I am going to try another brand that's a little bit less expensive, the Ready To. I'm gonna go back to that one once I finish my last couple of bottles of my beloved City Beauty Complete Skin Restore. So I always buy these in bulk when City Beauty has a significant sale on their website, so 40% off. I'll usually buy 6 months at a time because these are, I think, either 50 or 55 bucks a pop. So quite spendy for a 1 month supply, which is why I wait for the sales and then I buy several months in a row to get me through to the next time that City Beauty has a major sale. So I realize not everybody wants to shop that way, but it's what works for me, and that's how I've been using these now for literal years. They're amazing. My hair grows so fast because of these vitamins. Also, has given me really thick, strong nails. And there's also skin benefits to these. But for me, honestly, I've seen the most benefit to my hair and to my nails. I do a lot of stuff to my skin, so yeah, no. But I love these, and I have happily blown my own money on them for multiple years at this point. But I'm willing to try something new, something a little bit more affordable that I can hopefully recommend as an alternative. So yeah, I'll let you know. I think I have either 1 or 2 more bottles left in my current supply. So either in December or January, I will start a 6-month trial with the other hair supplements, hair, skin, and nail supplements, and then I'll report back on those. I'll let you know if the less expensive option is just as good as these. So, but I really thought you were gonna have to pry these from my cold dead hands, but I do think there are probably some other supplements out there that can probably maybe give me some similar results. I'm willing to test it out, but I am also more than happy to go back to City Beauty and continue to take these if I don't find something that is equally as good. Okay, we have some perfume. Just one. We have one travel perfume. But listen, it's a perfume that I finished in my collection, and I'm pretty pleased about that. This is the Nest Vanilla Bourbon. Oh, you guys. Gosh, this is good. I will absolutely purchase this in the future. I'm gonna see. I don't think I'm gonna buy it during this upcoming Sephora sale here, but I am tempted because Sephora does have the full size and another travel size like this in a bundle for, I think, around $100, somewhere around there. It's a really great deal. And also, I am still Rouge this year, so I could get 20% off on it. But at the same time, I also just bought a bunch of perfume. They're all still sitting over here. If you missed my perfume haul, I'll link it down below. I just bought like 8 new perfumes. I know. Probably don't need the full size of this right now, but I'm really gonna miss it. This is such a beautiful scent, you guys. Listen, if you're at the mall this weekend, walk to your Sephora store, take your little booty over to the Nest perfumes, stick your nose in this. come back and tell me what you think about it, because you're gonna love it. I would be really surprised if you didn't love it. Like really surprised. Okay, we're still doing okay on time. Okay, let me get the makeup out of the way because I have a boatload of skincare. Not a boatload, but I have quite a bit of skincare in here. So let's finish up the makeup first. And then and we've got some skincare to go through. Okay, in terms of makeup, I finished another powder. This is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. Gone. Fabulous. There is a little tiny ring of product around the outside here, but I was having trouble getting my brush to like pick the product up at this point. I was thinking about maybe busting this out and then like putting it into a little container. I might still do that because like I said, it's just a little tiny ring of product, but also, is it worth my effort? Not necessarily, I don't think. I don't know, I feel like I got my money's worth out of this, but this is a really great powder, but I think I actually prefer the loose version of this. I will absolutely repurchase the loose version. It really blurs my pores so well. Ulta will do the, you know, the Ulta Savings event, and I think I purchased both this and the loose powder for 50% off at some point, so I will be repurchasing this, but I think I can afford to wait for another really good sale to get the loose powder at a significant discount again. I've got some other loose powders that I want to try in the meantime. So, okay, also, oh, you can tell, yeah, this is, I finished a blush, you guys. There is just this little tiny part left here that I could not, oh, it's gonna fall apart. I'm gonna see if I can pick it up. This is what I have left of this blush. There's also one more little chunk in there, but it got to the point where, again, I was having trouble like getting the product onto my blush brush. This is the Lorac, like this is old. This is the Lorac blush in the shade Rose. I thought this was my very last backup, you guys. I found another one in my collection. Where are you? There you are. Let me show you what this blush looks like, because I still have this one. And now I am determined to finish this one. This is the same shade, the shade Rose. It's such a pretty color. Listen, this is like the easiest like blush shade for me. I have owned this for such a long time. Obviously the Lorac blushes have not looked like this in years. This is their newer packaging here, but I have loved Lorac from the get-go. These guys made some really great eyeshadows, really great blushes. I still have a lot of my Lorac eyeshadow palettes. I have yet to declutter any of those really, and I don't foresee myself doing that because I've really always liked Lorac makeup. It's not like, I mean, it's not like the most popular brand out there right now. I guess they're not the most innovative at this point, but they still have good solid products. So while you can't get that blush anymore, I would definitely recommend their Color Source Buildable Blush in the shade Aura, which is the one that I just showed you. So beautiful. But yeah, I finished a blush. That's crazy. Super excited. Also, and this is not like terribly exciting here because I finish one of these typically every couple of months. This is my beloved pressed powder foundation, the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten in the shade Fair. You guys, Laura Geller is at Sephora now. I don't know what's going on with Laura Geller all of a sudden, but I think they're doing a push in terms of marketing towards middle-aged women. I feel like women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, like I kind of feel like Laura Geller is honing in on this particular market right now, and I love it. I love the fact that this brand is getting some recognition because I have used them for years. I have talked about this foundation for so many years. I love it. And I'm so glad to see that there are other people out there now finally trying it. So you can now find Laura Geller at Ulta and at Sephora. I think that is amazing. Good for you, Laura Geller. I'm really happy to see her like having some good success because there have been times where I've honestly been afraid that Laura Geller is going to go the way of the dodo because you know, it's not one of those brands that you've heard a lot of influencers necessarily talk about, but she makes really good quality products. I'm telling you, this Balance and Brighten has been a staple of mine for years. Those of you that have been here, you guys know. It is a staple. I finished a lipstick as well. This is the Bite Beauty Lip Crayon in the shade Madeira. I could dig out this little bit that's left in here, but I'm not going to. I know some people are going to frown and be like, you're so wasteful. But listen, when I get to the point where I can't apply the product easily or get my brush in there without damaging the brush to try to, like, you know, get the amount that I need onto the brush, I'm not ruining my brushes for things, and I also don't really have anything right now that I can like decant this into. So I enjoyed my time with this product. It is done. I'm gonna send it to landfill. Sorry, landfill. And we are gonna discuss some skincare next. So actually, I'm gonna put a little break in here, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna discuss some skincare. So hold on. Sorry about that. My camera cuts me off at the 29-minute mark, so I thought I'd just cut myself off there. And now we can finish up these last few skincare products here without being rudely interrupted. Okay, so actually this is not skincare, this is body care, so let's do this really quickly. This is kind of random, but this is the Kiehl's Bath and Shower Liquid Body Cleanser in the fragrance Grapefruit. So I told you guys last month that my Clarisonic Smart Profile died. I do have a couple of other Clarisonic devices, some smaller Clarisonics that I use as backups for travel and stuff like that. So also Clarisonic is now defunct. So but I really loved the Smart Profile specifically. And so went on the internets and I hunted down someone on Mercari of all places who had a Clarisonic Smart Profile, new in the box, hadn't been opened. And this was a sample in that box with that Clarisonic. I don't actually believe Kiehl's is cruelty-free, so I would never purchase anything from Kiehl's, but yeah, anyway, this was a freebie with my new old Clarisonic that I bought for like $200 on Mercari. You guys, this is how much I love this stupid device. At some point, I am not going to be able to replace it, and that's gonna be a bummer of a day for me. I know. I feel like everybody has like that one thing where they're just like, this is my thing. The Clarisonic is just my thing. I know. The amount of crap that I got from people over the years when I would talk about, you know, like still using a Clarisonic. Oh my goodness. It was impressive how many people were offended by my use of the Clarisonic, which honestly only made my skin look so much better. I don't know what people's problem was with the Clarisonic. Obviously it's not for every skin type, but damn was it for mine. I'll miss it. Okay, let's talk skincare. I love this, but I am trying something different, something a little bit more affordable. So this is the Paula's Choice 7% Ectoin Booster with glycogen in it. Listen, this was a small amount of product. This was 6.67 fluid ounces, so not even an entire fluid ounce. I did go through this rather quickly, but also I used multiple drops each time that I used it because I used it on my face, my neck, and my chest because I believe in treating the whole area. Don't just put skincare on your face because your neck still exists and it's still aging at the same rate that your face is. Treat the whole situation. So anyway, I did use multiple drops of this, both morning and night, so I did go through it very quickly. I love this product. Man, this is incredibly hydrating. It is so nourishing to the skin. Would absolutely recommend trying it, especially if you have severely dry skin. However, it is spendy. So I decided to try the Inky List Ectoin Serum. Honestly, I like that quite a bit. Is it as good as the Paula's Choice? It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I'll probably still purchase the Paula's Choice at some point in the future, But I will tell you, you're going to spend a lot less money with the Inky List version. So I just don't know what the percentage of ectoin is in the formulation. I haven't been able to find that. If you, for whatever reason, know that information, definitely let me know. But the 7% ectoin that is in the Paula's Choice is, that percentage has been clinically proven to be just much more effective. So yeah, I'd love to know what the percentage is in the Inky List, but I am having pretty good luck with it. So I don't know, I'll keep researching to see if I can find out the percentage, but you know, with Paula's Choice, because they tell you. So okay, I already have a backup of this. I need to put it in my bathroom. I've been without it for, I think, about a week and a half now, maybe even 2 weeks. This is the Dermatology Needleless Growth Factor Serum. I reviewed this not that long ago. I love this product so much, I repurchased it as soon as I finished it. It is quite spendy. I do have a discount code with Dermatology, so I saved myself 20% when I ordered my backup. But you guys, this is such a good growth factor serum. It's incredibly gentle. This is a dupe of the Skin Medica TNS. Now I can't remember the entire name of it. I'll have to put an annotation here, but this is actually they did some clinical tests. This was just as effective, if not more effective, as the Skin Medica growth factor serum. So listen, I love Dermatology. I think they come out with some really great skincare. I don't buy into the whole like medical grade skincare term necessarily, but I do think that Dermatology has great formulations that have been working well for my skin for a number of years. So yeah, I really love this, and I got everything out of this. I literally took one of those, you know how you can buy those little spatulas for your cosmetics products. I have a couple of spatulas, and I was digging everything out of here, like just slathering myself from here to here, morning and night, for a good long while, and I really have found some great effects from this. I think this definitely helped to improve not only the overall tone and texture of my skin, but I think it definitely also had a really positive effect on the scars on my nose and on my chin, and I think it helped with refining the look of my pores a little bit more as well. So yes, I'm going to continue to use this. So good. That's really worth checking out. If you're using the Skin Medica, I think it would be worth, when you're done with your Skin Medica, maybe trying this to see if it could be a replacement for you, because the Skin Medica is like $300. This is well under 100. So big price difference between those two. Love this. Have a backup of it. We'll continue to repurchase it. This is the Pharmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence with chamomile and ceramides. It's gorgeous. Again, this is another product that I just slather onto my skin. It just is incredibly nourishing and hydrating. The chamomile that's in here is so soothing. Fabulous product, 10 out of 10, would recommend. It's really, really nice. Love Pharmacy. They have great products. We have an SPF. I wear SPF year round. So should you. The sun still exists, even though it's fall. The sun still exists. The sun will also exist in the winter months as well. Protect your skin from skin cancer. There are a lot of people out there who have gone back to laying in the sun, using tanning beds. I don't know why this switch all of a sudden happened after, for so many years, the vast majority of us were super hyper aware of the, not only like the damage that can happen to your skin as a result of sun exposure in terms of wrinkles, lack of elasticity. There's all sorts of damage that can happen from excessive sun exposure, but also cancer, skin cancer. I don't know. I have a very unfortunate history of melanoma. My biological father has had melanoma multiple times, and that puts me at an extremely higher risk. Also, I think some of his brothers have also had melanoma. So it puts me at a significantly higher risk. And so for me, I do not mess around with SPF. I'm really irritated at the recent promotion of like laying out in the sun and getting a base tan. Please don't do that. Don't put yourself at risk. We know better now. Like growing up in the 80s and 90s, that was one thing, right? Like there wasn't as much awareness about it then, but we know better now. So please protect yourself from the sun. We need it. It is a necessity for life here on this planet, but you do not need excessive exposure. So wear your damn SPF. This is the Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44. I love this product. It's fantastic. But I also have a bunch of other SPFs that I like to use as well. I think this is a really great option, but so is the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So is the Dermatology Matte Universal Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46. So is the Madagascar Centella Hylucica Waterfit Sun Serum SPF 50 from Skin 1004. I could go on and on. Please protect your skin from the sun. This is my empty. This is the one I need to throw away. But yeah, anyway, sorry for the tirade, but it really bothers me that like this type of like mentality is out there now. Like I've just worked so hard with my own daughter in terms of making her aware of her sun exposure, making sure that she has always protected her skin when she's been out playing in the water. And, you know, even this summer, she was like, Mom, tans are okay. And I was like, no. The world needs to stop undoing what I'm trying to teach my daughter. Listen, because she is my kid, she has my genetics, so she also has those melanoma risk factors. And it just kills me that like now I have to like continue to hound her about the importance of SPF because morons on the internet are out here talking about how great it is to like get a tan. It's not great. Listen, I was really dumb when I was younger, but also again, we didn't know as much back then. Anyway, sorry. Very passionate about skin cancer and hopefully preventing it. Okay, I really like this this first cleanse here and things that I'm not mad about. This is the Garnier Erase It All Makeup Cleansing Balm. This is the hyaluronic acid one. They have a few different options. There's like a vitamin C and then I think one other one. I don't know what the pink one is. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I went for the hyaluronic acid, the green one here, and it's fabulous. I think this is just as effective as the Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm, which you guys know that I've loved for years. I love Pharmacy, but that is an expensive cleansing balm, and I've been trying to find alternatives for you guys. I think this is a really good alternative here, but it takes just a little bit more work, so a little more effort in terms of like working the product in for a little bit longer than I would typically have to do with the Pharmacy Green Clean, but definitely worth it in the end because it gets everything off. Mascara, SPF, makeup, whatever else gets on my face during the day. This melts it off and I'm ready to go for my second cleanse. I will say, I don't love the smell of this. It's a very artificial scent, but if you can look past it, this is a really great product. This cleanser, I did purchase a backup of this cleanser. Cleansers I don't think are something that you like have to splurge on, but I just really like this one, so I did purchase a backup of it. It's gonna go in my shower when I finish up the Pacifica Glow Baby Cleanser that I'm currently using. But this is the City Beauty Gentle Glow Nourishing Cleanser. I actually received this one for free because I'm a City Beauty partner, but as soon as I finished it, I did end up purchasing, like I said, a backup of it. So this is so good. It's super, super gentle, but it definitely, whatever your first cleanse like doesn't address, this goes in and it cleans out your pores so beautifully. Never leaves my skin feeling tight or dry or itchy afterwards. It's incredibly soothing. It's gentle. It is effective as all get out and very concentrated, like a couple pumps of this, and it really doesn't give you much. Like when you're pumping this out, you're gonna be like, that's not a lot of product, but I'm telling you, a little bit goes a long way. It's incredibly concentrated. That is fantastic. And then I finished this. This is a product from Pacifica. This is their Pacifica Glow Baby Serum. This has glycolic acid as well as vitamin C in it. And I was specifically using this over the last several months to kind of even out the skin in my chest area a little bit. This was very gentle for having glycolic acid and vitamin C in the formulation. This felt really soothing on my skin. I think it helped to kind of brighten things. I think it helped to exfoliate this chest skin really nicely. So kind of a nice, great maintenance product for me. I would definitely recommend it. You can use this on your neck, you can use this on your face. I just specifically kind of dedicated it to this chest area because I was like, I don't know, I have special products that I just use on my face, like my tretinoin. I can have special products that I just use on my neck or on my chest. I don't know. I'll just designate certain products for certain areas. And this one just worked out really well in this general area here. Also, Pacifica is quite affordable. If you're looking for a good serum that has both vitamin C, I believe it is L-ascorbic acid in here, but like I said, I'll have this link down below. Go take a look at the ingredient list and make sure that you are cool with it. But I did find this to be quite effective for me. So I will repurchase this. Probably not right away, but I will repurchase this in the future for sure. And that, my friends, is everything. That is more than enough. This video was plenty long enough. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Let me know what you finished up this past month, or at least a few things that you finished up, maybe the things that you loved the most in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any questions. Give this video a big old thumbs up if you found it helpful. Like I said, check out the description box for the links to everything. Subscribe if you're new, all the things. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.